Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we have our second mission lined up ahead of us. We did the boost before I started recording, and we are ready to get down there to see if we can't escort our engineer. And we are in Juarez to make that happen. Operation Devil's Reckoning is ahead of us. Let's get down there.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction. Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
Okay, we are down on the map. It's a wet, rainy day. Let's kind of get an overview and see what we're able to see at least. Where do we need to get? We need to get off to the left. So we're actually already, well, we're not actually quite to the side of the map to get over there. So I'm not sure exactly how we're going to want to do this. So probably we'll look at skirting along the edge to try to get an angle over here, but you know, there's always a pod guarding the edge. Let's just hope they all aren't guarding over on the edge over here and see if we can't get this done. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is going to be tough. So let's get our scouting done over here and get Drummix moving first to kind of see what he sees out there. Now, that's the one reason on these revealed starts that it is very helpful to have a shinobi or some like character along that stays hidden when everybody else gets revealed. Because as you can see, my shinobi is hidden. So he'll be able to get out here and do the scouting that we desperately need for all the rest of us that are not very well hidden. So I'm thinking let's get our shinobi moving forward here just to see if there's anything super nearby.
Course.
And at least on the first pass, we have not found anything. And I'm leaning towards bringing everybody else around the side of this building here. We do have to worry about, on this kind of a mission, those annoying drones. But I'm thinking I will push you forward just to give me a better idea if, you know, there's enemies that could be around the corner kind of a thing. And this will give me a little bit of a look behind that van that is inconveniently parked. So I'm going to do a double move with you, Drummix, and see if we see anything out there.
Heads up!
And there is something out there, kind of in the direction that we are hoping to go also. So I'm leaning towards hoping they stay and don't move, and they stay near those gas pumps or move closer to those gas pumps. In the meantime, I'm wondering, and now that we do see some of them at least, and once again, I didn't quite recall. I think the other two are back here, not closer. So we have a decent indication maybe if we'll be seen running over here. Yeah. We can't get any closer than that. So that's the limit. And if there's anyone else standing a little bit closer, and if they move towards us this upcoming turn, we are in trouble. So I'm kind of hoping everybody has enough speed to get on the roof, because then we'll keep our eyes on them and we might be able to do some kind of grenade opening to work on them. It's what I'm hoping. We can make something like that happen. So yeah, we should be good running over there. That's what I'm counting on.
Charge!
So we're taking a chance that there wasn't a drone up on the roof. That was a big chance, to be quite honest. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta. How far away? How far fast? So we're going to probably have to hide this guy back here. And I don't know the windows. Yeah, there's windows right through there. So there's potential to be seen. So I may Let's just hope they don't move in our direction. Do we have any other slow ones that can't get far enough up the roof? Potentially, but if we keep them on the back, if we keep y'all on the back side, yeah. If you're too near the edge and they walk right down here, we're getting nailed. But we're gonna give it a go here, because I can't really stay down here. That's also a no-no.
Rolling out.
Glad I kept up the cardio.
All right.
Okay. Now the big test, and I think what I'll do is I'll keep you even farther back here as my engineer, just in case the worst case happens. Okay, they're moving towards the edge where I was hoping to be able to go, unfortunately. So it's time for our shinobi to do his job. Drummix, let's get you keeping an eye over there is what I'm thinking. In fact, there's one of those miscellaneous crates that if we have a chance to pick it up, will get us some extra loot. There's no reason for me to rush my max movement, I don't think, to keep an eye on them. I'm going to come right here.
Good call.
And they really wandered off well, didn't they? I guess the reason I can't see is the vehicle, yada yada yada. So perhaps I need to take a step over here. And if the thing that would be bad is if they're automatically going to be reversing their course. So we don't have a good sense of where others are either. We're going to try peeking around the vehicle and seeing what our eyes give.
Yes.
There they are. So we have eyes on again with this team. So it gives us a little better knowledge of what we're going to be able to do. And I'm thinking wherever possible, we're going to move up on a blue move. In case they walk back towards us
I'm on the move.
and somehow see us not at the edge. We'll try to remain on Overwatch.
My orders are clear. Moving.
We'll come back to our engineer in a moment.
Let's do this.
Okay.
I will make sure that area is safe.
Now, let's get you hidden up here. Smash McList. Oh, we got to Overwatch you.
Nothing's getting past
Let's see
my
which way
side.
they wander now. Kind of going sideways. Are they going to then turn back towards us? Looks like we aren't going to know right away. We are not going to know right away. Now, we do not see all of them, so we don't necessarily have accurate. Yeah, it's going to be risky moving to the edge without seeing all of them. And then if they take one step towards us, it's going to be a difficult situation also. I am leaning towards coming here and hoping we can see our other friend down there.
Yes and yes.
And we do. And it's the officer. And he's closer. So I'm glad we took a look, because we don't want to come anywhere near the edge over here. Yeah, on the edge over here, he can see past the roof. Over here, the roof kind of gives us a little bit of cover. This roof over the gas tanks. So we actually could jump down, be at least in the middle of the car, and technically be hidden, but I don't trust cover in the middle of cars all the time. in this game, there's little glitchy things that happen regarding that. And we can't really jump down anywhere else. Anywhere else we jump down, we are seen. And if they are going to turn towards us, they are going to find us. So I think we set up Overwatch just in case they turn towards us and not away from us, and try playing it that way. Yeah, this says and should work. We should have an accurate read on whether they can see us here. So let's give it a go. Okay.
Good copy. Moving on target.
And we can not really bring us there. We're gonna at least have some cover, just in case, even though it's half cover.
Position confirmed.
And get ready to throw a bunch of grenades should we need it. And we're just gonna keep you there, engineer citizen man. And you've moved. We're just gonna overwatch everybody at this point. I don't feel comfortable moving any farther forward.
Oh! Keep my eye
I'm
out.
watching.
Keeping an eye on this location.
And hunker. Okay, now we have more coming towards us. Let's hope our shinobi is not locked in place. Or revealed.
Room service.
And they're coming back now. And if we're lucky, turning away. And we kind of know where the whole map is to a degree, all of a sudden. Can we move our shinobi? Thank goodness we can move our shinobi. And we're not trapped yet. Now, we don't know exactly where everyone's going to move. And I kind of want to keep an eye on as many people as I can, but there's not really a super safe position. Not knowing, it looks like they could go across the street here, but we do not know that for sure. So I think shinobi-wise, I need to pull back. And especially if we get sandwiched in over on from this side too. I think I'm going to pull back to here for my next position to watch from at the moment. I'm going to lose sight of some folks, but we at least have an idea where they're at.
We're on our way.
And I can't afford, and the timer's timing and ticking away, and I can't really afford to wait much longer. So the question is, do we go live now? Is now the time that we try to do it? Tell you what, we got to try. How far can I potentially jump down and get closer for a grenade? See, coming to the corner, we peek around and we're seen. Coming here, we're potentially not. But if I throw the grenade, if I throw a grenade from here, at least I have a semblance of cover. Unless, of course, they hit a gas tank and my cover explodes. But I want to see if I can throw a grenade from here. So Hisako, Anaconda, do your thing, and let's check it out. Because as much as I would like to wait, the timer is ticking, and we're going to have to get moving at some point. We can't just dilly-dally this whole time. The officer... We'll have another grenade potential, depending on unless he scrambles way back here. So I think we're going to have to open now with this team, so we can try skirting somewhere down here before. Yeah, but these guys are all going to come running too. It's most likely. Let's see. We could bring you. We can't bring you there, so we really can't get any effective Overwatch down there. potentially. Now this could potentially work because we're just a step enough away where they don't see us, depending on how they scatter. And I like this a little better, being full cover. For you, Blue Jay, we're going to at least try to get an overwatch from you, even though at this distance with an SMG. But if the grenade is as effective as it could be, that's the question. Do I want 3 grenades available, or do I want the overwatch? You know, I think I want 3 grenades available, because we can run potentially. We can throw the grenades, and this is one of those missions. You know, the loot be damned if we destroy the loot. So we're gonna stay where we are, and we are gonna get you, Anaconda, to throw the grenade and get this thing started. I think that's our best way to do it. We'll center in. Actually, we'll go right in between them all and see how our grenade does. Be a good one, please.
Eat it!
And it was a little bit of a dudder. They need to charge us a little bit. And they're staying a little toward the edge. The only challenge about this guy, he's the engineer. There's the officer. A grenade is not a guarantee there. A grenade is a guarantee there. So, who's going to do what? My friends, who's going to do what? We can come here for a flank SMG that should take him out. We can then get down to a position, and we would, from this corner spot, be able to reach the officer, and at least it looks like get the grenade. Yeah, on a straight throw shot, get the grenade next to the officer with a chance for a kill. And then that leaves the sentry, if we were able to do those 2 things. So the one I want to do first is get you over here. In fact, let's do you, Specialist, because you have the least aim, I think, of everyone on this team. So we'll have you do the officer grenade toss from here. Now let's also see. We have a, and I do not want to do that play, because if I blow up this, it probably blows up the car, which then blows up Anaconda. So we have to, that's why I want to shoot the engineer and do the grenade far away from the gas pumps. Let's cross our fingers.
You want me there? You got me there.
Let's hope this grenade is better than the first one.
Eat shit, asshole! Fall off your horse!
Oh, baby! That's not what we wanted. Oh, baby, baby. And if I run down to get the flank on the engineer, I'm going to get flanked by the sentry, because there's no way I can kill them both now. And the one thing we don't want to do is call in our shinobi to get us out of this mess, because then we can't try and sneak the rest of the way. But with a group here, we know this group's going to be running. They're all going to be running towards us anyway. So let's see. You really wouldn't be able to help us much. So you really aren't an answer, because you wouldn't be able to get close enough for flesh or anything on this particular turn. So we're in a pickle right now. We are in a bit of a pickle, because I really don't want to risk blowing this thing up with our friend down here. My friends, I really don't want that to happen. So one thing we're doing is we're coming down here. We're going to have to risk the sentry shot. Now, if I'm here, technically, there's not a lot of cover right here for him to stand in and shoot. We can hope his mobility isn't good enough at 12. He shouldn't be able to get a flank on us from here. We have to worry about him blowing up the gas tank, though. The danger of this map. And we need to hit. And kill.
This wasn't personal.
Yada,
You're
yada,
just
yada.
in my way.
Now Blue Jay. We need to figure out the best place for you to throw a grenade. And you're going to do at least 1 damage. And we barely don't kill the civilians. And then we got to worry about the sentry, who can hurt us, by the way, especially up on the top roof in half cover with his aim.
Get ready for surprise!
So we're 2 down. And we got this guy that's gonna shoot at us. And we got our friend here, who he won't have an angle to shoot at us there, and we're gonna hunker. We risk cutting in range of one of these guys reacting towards all our grenade loud noises. And that's just what we'll have to do. Now, what I'm also going to do is move a little closer, because if he tries, I just don't think he can get he can move closer and gain aim from distance, but that's not a flank, because he's stepping out there, so it's not a flank. So I'm going to move my shinobi a little closer, because these guys will probably be rushing, so we're going to try moving our shinobi here.
All right!
And they are alerted and rushing. And he did move closer, but it's not a flank, and he's overwatching. So we are going to have the ability, when these guys aren't active yet, we see them because of our shinobi. We know they're coming our way. So what we have to do is find someone that hasn't thrown a grenade yet. There's only one of those. Right here. Because everybody else has thrown a grenade, and we can't all automatically throw yet another grenade. And we can't run. And I can't move here without being seen. So the next question is now the time, with you in that cover? And no, it's not, because you can't reach them. So really, my only play, and that leaves you exposed to their yellow alert potential shot in this position. Sectoid, we don't have you in good shape, but we can't kill the guy, and we're gonna have to kill the guy and start crossing fingers, toes, and everything else we can cross to protect us from that other squad that's gonna be churning and running towards us. Now, I'm gonna try once again. We're gonna be playing games now. They're gonna be running. They could flank us, so I can't. I'm coming down here for Overwatch, is what I'm basically hemming and hawing about down here. And we're gonna see if we can set up some SMG, powerful SMG Overwatches.
Roger that.
The good thing is, as they approach us next turn, we'll have 3 grenades ready. I think one is only. And then why don't we we'll still go this far for an Overwatch, but let's try to reposition ourselves a little so maybe we can do something about them as they approach. And they already knew where we were. Screaming citizens really, I don't think, mattered at that point. And I think we'll bring you over here.
I'm there.
I'm yelling at you.
Every little bit of Overwatch we can provide, although it's going to be crappy chances at this distance with SMGs. Let's face it. So now, you're the only one really left. And now that we got rid of this guy, we actually can move with you. And I'm wondering, since I haven't spent my shots yet, and that's all we would have been able to do, is there a safe spot from which to throw a grenade that's a little bit closer? Not really, but I can get you in a better position to help us out depending on how they scatter. And if they reveal ya, they reveal ya. Now it says one active. I thought we killed the 3. I don't know which ones. I guess one of these is considered active. That's a weird count in my book. So we're going to move our shinobi down this way. Ultimately, this is probably the turn we end up needing to reveal you. But at the same time, we're starting to get close to our exit zone. So let's cross our fingers that we can make this happen.
Time to show you how much stamina I got. Stamina.
Okay, let's think about this. I'm thinking we need to get you down over here. There's no other real cover over here that makes sense to me. And we'll crouch.
No one's getting past me.
I'm on Overwatch.
And here they come.
Shot found connect.
Yeah, I was afraid.
Hold tight. We need to strike.
SMG Overwatch at this distance. Yeah, we were going to be lucky to hit. We were going to be lucky to hit.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. They better not be able to shoot us around the corner. Okay. We have some hope, guys. We have some hope here. And nothing appeared from down there. So let's see if we can figure this out. The one bad thing is the drone. This would only use one action, and we can slash. Then we could try fleshing over here. And are we close enough to get a flank? No, but we do have a grenade. And then that would mean the other folks would be able to team up on the drone. So, let's reveal. Well, you're already revealed, Drummix. Let's get you into action. And there's a very small chance we can kill him. And we almost did. So it kind of means one of our grenades does end up going over here. Let's hope our flesh and my question is, hopefully we're not close enough to be in someone's line of sight. We're about to find out. Well, you know, down here below wouldn't be any better. We'd still be pretty exposed. Yeah, because we're not next to the wall. So, well, let's just get up tall and slash this guy. Thank you, Drummix. Now, is anybody else called in?
Didn't see that coming, did
No.
you?
So the sectoid and whatever was with him did not quite get the memo about us. Now we have a grenade here, which, how far can we throw it? Let's get a sense. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's iffy if I'm on the corner here. But if I come to this edge, that should be close enough to take care of the engineer. And everybody else that remains is on drone duty. See if we can survive that too. And drones with SMGs are not prime. And I think we'll only then have one more grenade. You can't throw. You can throw a grenade, but I'm worried that you we only have a flashbang, so we're gonna have to hope that one grenade and 2 SMGs at not perfect range can take it out. More iffiness, nothing guaranteed. So we're coming over here with who was I talking about? That's you, Anaconda. Get over here and throw that grenade. Let them scream. Let them scream. Let them scream.
Always wanted to do this.
Okay. You're going to be a shooter. We can get you right next to it. You're going to be a grenadier. I'm going to have you throw it from here.
Understood. Moving out.
That shouldn't. Well, I'm afraid I don't want to take the chance that that ends my turn. So let's throw this first.
Boom, boom,
Be a good grenade, please. Be a good grenade. And it was okay. So now we need 2 SMG shots to really work. And unfortunately, if this other pod comes at us now, I'm standing us in the open because I want to be adjacent to this thing to get the best chance to hit, or almost adjacent to this thing to get the best chance to hit. So cross your fingers. And if the screaming doesn't bring them, I don't know what will.
Can
Okay.
anyone destroy it?
Well, we need one more shot to hit. And I stress to hit.
Moving.
Okay. The big worry now is we're standing in the open. That is our big worry. And I'm going to take a chance without being able to hunker. Start bringing you full. Okay, we can get full cover at least. Let's find out. Here they come at us. No. We got lucky. Reinforcements is yellow, so we got to be aware of that also. And there's no sneaking up to the roof anymore. Now, where are the poles that get us to the roof? There's one on the far side. If the one on the front side becomes compromised. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a sense if it might be compromised.
What are we doing again?
And we're probably going to keep you right there, Drummix. Then we're going to finally get you guys to a little bit of cover.
You got it.
And we've plumb run out of grenades with our rookies. And I am going to try and run our engineer all the way here. I don't feel comfortable and safe with any of this. What we're going to do is see if we can open the crate and still have some movement left.
Got the goods.
Okay, it didn't take an action. I just didn't want to take that chance. so we can get ourselves moving and catch up with the rest of the group here. Okay, whoever's left is going to overwatch.
You're not gonna get past me.
Aha, Anaconda, we forgot about you. How dare we? I'm going to bring you over here.
Fast as I can.
Now we'll finish our overwatches.
I will safeguard that location.
And I can't believe that sectoid didn't have better hearing than it had. I'm gonna take this corner now, and we're gonna find out if we activate the sectoids.
All right.
I said sectoids plural, but it is only one that we're aware of. What I'm gonna take a look at now, how far can our gentleman friend here engineer a run? So he's not getting up there this turn. But I think by moving him up here, you just might be able to make it next turn. And then we'll get some more of us over here nearby also. And so far, knock wood, so good. Feeling nervous. I feel like they're going to pop out at us any moment now and ruin what has barely kind of worked out so far for us. It makes me nervous. Well, if you couldn't see them in there, but you got a stove in the way, but are you seeing around the stove a little bit? I'm going to take a chance, Spesh, that you won't activate them on a double move. And hoping that you, Drumix, were able to are seeing in there far enough for this to be a safe move. Because there's really no other place. Well, if I got you that close, you should be able to get out. Yeah, so there's no reason to do that.
That's affirmative.
We gave you SMGs so you'd have crappy shots, but at the same time we gave you SMGs because it really, really helps your mobility. All right.
Nothing's getting by me.
Hunker. And now is probably going to be the turn that they make their appearance. Isn't that the way it usually works?
We're waiting.
No one's getting past me.
I shoot whatever moves, right?
They're down there. And here they come. We actually hit on an SMG Overwatch. And hit again and took him down. So our bud over here is overwatching against us. That's nasty mean. The good news is we could make it up on this side, I believe, with Anaconda. Unfortunately, not everybody else could, but is there a lot of windows over here? We could clump around this wall and then maybe make it out the turn after. I'm kind of thinking, could we do that? Yeah, that weapon of his, he has good aim with it, so I'm not interested in playing games with that aim. I am worried about him being able to get a line of sight and mind gaming us somehow through that open door. But then again, it's pretty far away. So let's let's get everybody kind of moving off in this direction. You could get out. And I think whoever... But you have a flashbang that I want to keep in my pocket in case we need it against a sectoid.
Whatever.
You are going to have to run. Well, actually, Blue Jay, you, no matter what, you have to run the Overwatch. So I might as well have... We'll have you run at a dash to make you slightly harder to hit. We may take our first damage here, but there's no way to move you without doing that. Because this grenade, we cannot make it far enough. And nobody else... Oh, we do have one there. I could run there and be able to throw it. Problem is, he's pretty dang far back there. So, no. We're just going to... Blue Jay, you're just going to have to... Actually, I can't really keep you there. Okay, I have to play this right. I have to play this careful. So I can't quite get over to the door to shut it down. I can reach him on flesh, but that involves running the Overwatch. So what I'm thinking is, let's get you as far as we can in here, Spesh McList, to get as close as we can with a potential flashbang.
Moving out.
Noise and all. And I'm going to try to keep him there, Anaconda, by overwatching with you.
Always wondered what this was like.
We're going to try overwatching with you. Now, he's probably, more than likely, from there, going to try to mind game one of us. That's why I'm getting the flashbang nearby to try and break it. And then we know we have flesh to end it. Or if we don't have to break it and we can just straight go in there and flesh it, then we're also okay. Let's, in the meantime, run you out of line of sight. And we will... Your line of sight is blocked, so we're going to overwatch with you just to keep him from moving also.
We could pick up the pace? Nothing's getting by me. Come on, get it together!
He moved farther away and he's going to mind game us. And of course it's the flesher.
Why are you doing this to me?
So the question is, and he overwatched on top of that. So I gained nothing by doing this. Okay, Anaconda. Oh, he's the one overwatching. Well, I was going to say, how can he do his mind game and overwatch? Well, he's got our own guy to overwatch. So what I can do is get down here. What I can do with you is one step. Yeah, he can try overwatching you. So what I'm going to do here is one step into Overwatch will not trigger the Overwatch. And we can flashbang our own guy just to keep him from overwatching us.
Smoke out.
And then, to get our guy back, I have to come over here.
I'm on the move.
And reinforcements better not turn red in this whole freaking process.
Take a good look.
disorientation removed and you're fully back. Is that the case? Let's finish this guy. That's what I call a finish. Now we are all that are left gonna run, and the only reason I'm not gonna get out there any more of our soldiers is I want us to be able to overwatch if that turns red, because it may take a couple moves to get everybody here. So let's get up here and reload just in case
It's killing time.
that happens. Let's get our engineer out of here, though. He's the world's most fearsome engineer, making these people scream.
Now let's
Fire
roll
break.
out.
VIP is secure.
Okay, we're gonna get you up above also,
Let's go.
and reload. Okay, now we all got to get moving. And it did not turn red, so we're going to be in good shape. So you're the only one that's probably going to take 2 turns to get out of here. Yeah, you can't quite make it in 1 turn. Everybody else, so just to save on Will, because this mission felt long, we're going to get you running.
Hell yes.
And see if we can't get everybody else out of here. Oh, we're blocking the path. Let's unblock the path.
Affirmative, moving out.
Running.
You know, for as well as the things broke our way, they could have gone in a different direction.
Where the hell do all these guys
And the reinforcements are
keep coming
coming in, but,
All right.
you know, just a little bit too late. Maybe we should stick around and look for more loot crates. Later.
from? Woo-hoo-hoo!
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
All right, this one deserves a picture. Somebody inserted the false wall. Let's get the plant out of the way. They decided to pose in front of the fake wall here, but we'll take it. Direct us to the enemy. Yeah, this team showed what they can do to the enemy.
"20 years of peace and prosperity will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders, trust in their wisdom, and we shall overcome this crisis."
All right, damage per attack 1.93 sure doesn't sound impressive, but it's an improvement. I like the 100% hit. Let's keep going. Oh, who was our best? Who did the most? Most damage, Drummix. Most attacks, Carlos Sectoid, and moved the furthest was Drummix.
We're taking Advent apart 1 mission at a time.
All right, we got ourselves
Impressive
some
work.
promotions, and these are Commander's Choice that we do in the barracks, and we have an initial promotion by Drummix here. So let's do it here and now and see how we want to think about building our first Shinobi. Okay, Lance Corporal. We have Ghost Walker, we have Lone Wolf, and we have Blade Master. Blade Master is probably what we're going to start with. I will also want a Sneaky Shinobi, especially for an Advent Tower mission. But I think I'm going to start on this one with a Blade Master for Drummix. We're probably, and this is what I'm talking about. This was in one of the mods where I think it was set to basic, but this is what it allows us to do. I know I'm going to want combatives next, and it kind of marks my choice. So I have the ability to kind of look through the tree and figure out what we're going to want. Let's look at the XCom row. You have high combat intelligence, so the chances of you picking some of these up is very high. 40 ability points here, 30 here, 20 here, and 10 here. And I think you can find tables on how it progresses somewhere, either in the Discord for Long War of the Chosen, which I need to add the link down below, or in the wiki. Between the two, a lot of the information you need if you're going to play this game can be located in those two places. We have aim assist, gain additional aim, additional crit against hollow targeted units. So if we teamed you up with a hollow targeting, say, sniper, that could come in play. Precision shot, take a special shot with 30% bonus to critical chance, but this is a shot, and we're going to be using our blade a lot with the shinobi, so neither of these are necessarily high priority. The cheap ones. The expensive ones might be what we want. Well, who knows? Dedication, free action, gain 2 mobility and ignore reaction fire for the rest of the turn. This could be a definite potential pickup for us. I'm going to mark it. We'll think about it. Zone of control. All enemies within the shinobi's 5-tile radius suffer penalties to aim and mobility. That could help if our shinobi's getting rushed. Overkill. Your range attacks. I'm not thrilled with range attack perks with our little SMG. Deal +2 more damage. Shredder. Never hurts to have too much shredding, but still, you're not a shooter and you're in stealth a lot of times and double tap. So, off the top of my head, I'm thinking Drummick's dedication is something we want to look at getting. The rest, I'm not sold on them. If you want one of those, sell me on it. And we'll look at some of the rest of the promotions that we might want to do with you. More than likely, I would want to pick up Cutthroat, where your melee attacks against biological enemies, not robotic, ignore their armor, plus critical chance, plus critical damage. And Bladestorm is like if we're going the non-sneaky build, Bladestorm is a no-brainer in my book. And now it's nerfed from what it used to be in XCom 2, by the way, I believe. The way it used to be is you could rush your guy in there, you could get your guy in the center of a bunch of enemies. Anyone that enters or exits your attack range, it only works on the enemy's turn, so you can't rush in to use it anymore, if that makes sense, from what it used to be. Basically, I'm probably just going to stay on the bottom row, not that it's required. But off the top of my head, as we're looking at these things, I'm leaning towards this bottom row. And yeah, because that's more of a stealth perk. Yeah, a Tradecraft could be a pickup here instead, but Whirlwind and gaining an extra move, and all you got to do is hit, not kill, to get us potentially in safe zone. So anyway, there's my Shinobi prediction on what we're going to do. We're not locked into that. That's just to give me a guide. We can always change our mind down the road based on things that happen and needs. But it's kind of a cool tool that the game has. The rest of us, you'll get promoted in the barracks. And we picked up 15 supplies. How about that from that little box we were able to find? And we're low on intel now. We're low on supplies. Get used to these pop-ups. That's like the name of the game. And we now have an engineer. And the best thing about an engineer is we can now put them to work. They're going to clear debris. And just in case you didn't see that, I went too fast. Once we clear the debris here, we'll gain 41 supplies. So let's get it done. Let's get it working. Let's get it going. And And it'll open up another room space for us. That's way more important to me right now than building this guerrilla tactics school. And let's back out of here. Oh, it doesn't show on this screen our intel, but that's what I was trying to look at. Let's get in here to view our soldiers that we have promotions on, and let's figure out what maybe we want to promote them
Aside from
to.
us getting this ship up and running, which was mostly Dr. Shen's work, I haven't felt particularly useful in a long time. I'm more than happy to leave the hard decisions to the commander.
All right, Carlos Sectoid, you don't have the greatest of aim, but you have decent mobility. I'm thinking assault is a good fit for you. And I've technically, let's just say I'm not going to do the promotions yet, because technically, to fit with my restrictions I put on myself, my next promotion has to be a specialist before I can do anything else, to fit with the flow of the base game without commander's choice. So I'll tell you what my promotions are going to... Oh, wait, I take it back. We have on this team specialist. So we will have our specialist, and then I can go do what I want to do. So let's do it. Even though you are a crappy hacker so far, we'll see if we can't build you into a good one. You know, how could I not make you a specialist with that name? And we'll definitely have to start looking at our soldier bonds to get those working. Okay, let me get back up here to where we were. And Carlos, as I was about to say before, if I didn't already, we're making you an assault. We don't need super aim on assault, and you have decent enough speed to make it work. At least in my opinion. And then we're down here to Anaconda. Hisako-chen, we're gonna have you decent aim. You're gonna be another shinobi for us, and I may choose to make you a sneaky shinobi for tower missions as opposed to a blade shinobi focus. Although you will get blade storm, you will have some blade abilities, I think, in the build I'm thinking of. But I may change my mind and go all blade again and do a different shinobi as the sneaky one. We'll see. We'll think about it. I don't have to pick your choices just yet. And our final promotion from this mission, Blue Jay Robinson. And because you have really good speed, and I really value that, the aim is just a bonus. So it can help, I think, with the rocket. I spoiled what I'm going to make you. You're going to be a boom guy and a fire guy, and you're going to be a technician for us. Technical. I got to use the right term. Technician is a Phoenix Point term. All right, so promotions are done. We have another mission that'll be coming up very quickly. Let's get out there on the map and take a look at what that might be. I don't think... Oh, the one thing we do want to do, let's get in here and get the Haven Advisor back in here. And I think what we'll do, we'll throw in a technical Blue Jay. And let's make sure you've got a loadout that's appropriate, because you just got promoted. It's sometimes on promotions would appear to strip goodies from you. You have decent movement. And I think I may just keep you at that and not have you need any grenades, because if we are going out against Faceless on one of those kind of missions, the Haven personnel will have grenade-y stuff, and you have plenty of boom and fire, so we're going to keep you as mobile as possible. Alright, let's get back out to the map. Alright, and I'm going to continue making contact shortly, but we're going to have missions coming up. In fact, in 2 seconds we're going to have another mission coming up. And I'm going to actually start flying back to the Haven here. So, in fact, it's at 100% now. So we're gonna fly back to the Haven, and then we'll be all set up for our next mission. So let's do that, because I want to keep searching here, and then when we get some more missions here, we can finish making our contact there. Right now, Vigilance is only at 2, Strength levels only at 1, so we're still cool. lining up missions and gaining attention of Advent here.
Setting course for the Mexican Regional Tract.
And I want to make sure, did we leave every... Yeah, we converted back to Intel, so let's start scanning for another mission. Well, let's not, because we got this mission coming up next. There's only 7 hours left to infiltrate. It's not going to really change anything. And let's take a quick peek at the squad we're taking out next time. Gravedigger, our skirmisher. We got Andre the Gamer, Lucian. We got Jay, Joker, Kelly, Mike, Chichillo, Munoz, Dave, the Alien, Grinder as our lone rookie on this team. Man, if we can survive with 4 rookies on a mission, this team ought to rock. That's what I'm hoping. But guess what? You'll have to come back next time to find out. Hope you enjoyed today's mission. I had fun playing it, for me at least. Got pretty tense there for a while. Wonder if it was for you too. Let me know down below what you thought. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.